Right. Hello, Aries. Welcome to your bi weekly read. Gotta clear up some. Right. Let's see what comes out for you. These could be energies for now, in the next week, possibly 2 to 3 weeks, bi weekly. So take whatever resonates. Could have some past energies, but I'll try to pull what comes for now and for the next few this week and the next 2 weeks, right? Okay. Alright, so I'll use my mini tarot to clarify. Go the Ravens Prophecy. What am I going to use for you? Aries. Okay. I'm not going to take reversals unless it's. Yeah, I don't take reversals. So let's read what comes through. Depending on how it comes though, maybe mostly, yes. Alright. Four of Cups. I forgot to mention that this is a you versus them reading for you for the next 2 weeks. Alright, Four of Cups. Three of Wands. Okay. The Hermit. What happened? You went inside. Okay, so were you manifesting from a place of lack? Energies that I'm getting for you are like, okay, you want, this is like continuously, it's like a child not getting a lollipop, right? The child is going to keep on telling the mother, you're not giving me, you're not giving me, you're not giving me. She is not going to give. Instead the child starts asking, I want, I want, I want, I want, I want. Then the mother starts thinking, okay, maybe I should give. Right? That's the energies I get. You are probably in a place of, you're not giving me, you're not giving me, you're not giving me something. I'm not getting it, I'm not getting it, I'm not getting. So that's the energy that you've probably been putting out. But now you're although in the hermit, so maybe you're going inward to understand what is this about. Probably it pushed you into a place of darkness, I'm prompted to say. The bottom of the two decks that I had, that actually had Eight of Swords and Five of Cups. So that's like stuck in a regret, but it's something that you can come out of. Eight of Swords is willful. What do you say that? It's like not seeing the full picture but feeling stuck. So that's the energy that the other deck gave me, and that's what called me. Although now I want to pull the other one, which is the Five of Cups deck. So there's a bit of a regret going on here over a past manifestation which you felt was going to come in, but probably the difference was in the way you were asking for it. You were asking for it from a place of, I'm not getting it, I'm not getting it, I'm not getting it. So that's the energy that you've been putting out. Instead of, I want this, how can I get this? Let's think through, right? You're capable of it. You're Martian, Aries. For one, you all, but I do appreciate you all, because I'm just going to keep it as it comes through, and I know Aries appreciates that. You all like to hear what's really the deal, even if it hurts. So I'm just going to keep it that way, and I hope. Let's see, but we'll see what the messages are. We'll see what the, okay, so this is for the energies outside of you. So there was a bit of Five of Cups underneath, but let's see what the energies outside of you are. All right, energies outside Aries, please. Ace of Swords underneath. King of Cups. Is it a Scorpion? The World. They have a completion. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, they've got a lot of changes. I don't think this is. Those are big cards, Only the King is a court card, and the King is like cups. So they kind of come into some emotional awareness Emotionally, they have completed a cycle. I don't know if it was you, but they seem to be on the wheel of fortune, which means they've got big changes ahead of them, and they're already in the middle of some really great changes. The world is completion and the new cycle, right? For me, these speak similar energies, world and the wheel. But the King of Cups is someone who knows what his emotional self is telling him, what makes him contented. He is good with assessing his and others' emotions as well. The only downside to him is he doesn't express a lot. So maybe they are not expressing a lot too. All right, okay. Let's see what's the energy in between both of you. What's the energies between Aries and the person? Is this a person? Is this a situation? I don't think I feel it is a person only. All right, what's the energies in between? King of Pentacles underneath, money. Ten of Cups came out in the reverse. Let's keep it there. Okay, so maybe that's why you're on the Four of Cups. Let's keep it there. Okay, so this is with emotions, right? It's your Ten of Cups in the reverse, but they are in the King of Cups. Hangman in the reverse. Somebody is not taking another perspective. Emperor in the reverse. Emperor, Aries, that's your card. In the reverse, okay. Not being an emperor, not taking action. I want to clarify these for sure. We're going to start with that. But this is like refusing to see the situation for the it's like both of you are kind of denying it. I don't It's a mutual energy, so it could be both of you. So this could be a potential 10 of cups. So this is someone who made you happy. Maybe you had a good time some time ago and the person also enjoyed this 10 of cups, right? So it's the both of you happy there. But in the reverse, with the hangman reverse and emperor reverse, tells me that you both are not really addressing the elephant in the room, not seeing the situation for what you're really missing, but maybe it's suspended. The situation is suspended. You all are not able to take any step forward, action forward. That could be a reason. All right, let's see what comes through. Let's clarify. Okay, so this seems to be a bit of like you seem to be a bit focused on this past situation of yours, but the other person's actually going through a lot of changes in their life. They're having a lot of fun. The magician and the reverse came out. Okay, what's not coming through? It's not have cards on the floor, please. Oh. Magician in the reverse, the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so Four of Cups clarified by Magician in the reverse and Two of Pentacles. Your primary focus seems to be somewhere else, but you feel that you were kind of confident that the situation will come through, this manifestation of yours will come through. But the Magician in the reverse and Four of Cups tells me that possibly you didn't put enough energy or effort. Like I mentioned, you were like, oh yeah, this will happen by itself. Or the other side of it is, I'm not getting this, I'm not getting either too much focus on it or just a little bit of, you know, this will probably happen by itself. I don't really have to bother much. That's one of the energies I get from there, which right now is hitting you a bit because you feel it's not coming through. There is an Ace of Cups behind you though, but you're not really looking at it. Three of Wands with the Nine of Cups in the reverse and the Mother of Queen of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you're not feeling enough. Maybe you're not feeling enough. Are you really? What happened, Aries? You're not someone to. But we all have our good and bad days, so I'm not going to sound like, we all have. We wouldn't have it together all the time. That's what makes us humans. But this kind of tells me that you're not feeling content enough to take action. You feel that rather the better thing would be to wait because you've put in enough energies in the past. But in the past, you were possibly preoccupied with a lot of other stuff, and this one went into a secondary priority. And now you're like starting to feel, why is this not coming in? Am I really not? Is this something with me? Okay, so that's why you're in the Hermit, are you? Clarify the Hermit for me, please. What's with the Hermit? Ten of Swords in the reverse. Healing. You feel left out. You feel a bit of a betrayal. But Aries, what happened? What happened to you? Hermit. Clarify the Hermit, please. I want to come out of the withdrawal. Come out of the hurt. Hierophant in the reverse. Oh. Is this one of those Aries you were waiting for the right time to take action so that this could materialize, and then you felt that time passed a lot by and maybe you missed the boat? Is this the feeling? I feel that's what you're trying to overcome with the Hermit. Okay. Well, that's not really great news for the energies, but this is what's coming through, Aries darlings. Okay, let's see what's the other person's about. Let's see what the energies they are in. Let's clarify it with the Muse Tarot. Justice, 10 of Wands. You see that? So they have possibly felt the heartbreak too, which is why they kind of had to bring themselves into balance. So they work through the emotions which has weighed really heavy on them. Could be in your situation, could be with someone else, but they possibly were going through something else entirely different when your primary focus was somewhere else too, right? So I don't think this person really had any, because I don't see any bad luck here. I just feel that you all were so preoccupied in your own stuff that you kind of missed the boat now. But you see, the wheel always turns, right? And they have the wheel especially, so they're going through some major changes. I don't know why, but I do empathize with the King of Cups too, but I understand how you feel. Alright, let's clarify the world, please. What are they coming? Oh, I jumped. The Hierophant. Coming out of a two of voices in the reverse, two swords in the reverse. Okay, so alright, so you're thinking about what commitment means to you, and they are too. They probably are being, it's a bit confusing for them for what really matters. What should I really trust and feel committed to? I believe this person's in a bit of, we all go through that, right? I don't know whom to trust. I don't know what to feel. I don't know what to wear. Which basket should I put my eggs into? They're kind of doing a bit of sorting in their midlife. I don't know, possibly. But two voices in the reverse is maybe they've ended one way of viewing some situations, and they are redefining what structure they want to be in. Like they want to create some structure for themselves, they want to create some thing for themselves, and they're kind of redefining it. And you going in and assessing the same thing tells me that maybe this meant a lot to the other person too. I don't see any bad blood. For some reason, I don't see any bad blood here, because these are all amazing cards and they indicate massive changes out of your all control. Except what a bit of here, what I see is maybe your primary focus was not this relationship, was not this person. You were probably focusing or preoccupied with other stuff. But you thought that this was still going to come through in the right time, but it is not. So now you're kind of assessing what is wrong that I did. Maybe you're aware of something, Aries. Maybe there's something that, is there a hatchet buried there? Is there something you have to work through? And you will probably face them for what they are. Like, let's keep them real. Three of Swords and the Ace of Swords underneath. Oh, yes. Okay. So there has been something here, but okay, I'm not going to go too deep in these readings because they really drain, and I don't feel we need to dwell a lot in the past. So Let's go a layer deeper maybe when I clarify, but for now, let's just clarify the Wheel of Fortune piece. What's the Wheel of Fortune telling me? Wheel of Fortune. Ace of Swords. Two of Materials. Knight of Emotions in Pages. Knight of Emotions in the reverse underneath. Okay, so they are opening up to some new truth here with the Two of Pentacles, which you were there. So possibly they are opening up to the perspective of, they're getting a new perspective on why, it's a new perception on why the situation went the way this one. But I must say that they are really viewing it from a very clear standpoint. They're not being very two-faced about, I mean, it's not convincing themselves or blaming the other person. No, they're seeing the situation for what exactly it is. And the Two of Materials here tells me that this person is juggling their work and life. So their attention seems to be somewhere else, but they do have some clarity on how this situation has flown and what, they have some level of truth and clarity there, which I definitely feel is a good omen. All right. Okay, so let's see what went down. Why the Ten of Cups in the reverse? King of Pentacles. And this I feel is you. You are focused on money. You were focused on your job. I'm not accusing at all. Your priorities were your priorities. We all have our priorities and our timelines are different. So I understand, Aries, but I do feel that your primary focus was probably somewhere around the job, keeping the stability in the job, maintaining the status quo, I hear. Okay, so that was your primary focus, and that's okay. Star. But you did see this person as your star. Could be in Aquarius, but okay, so that's why you felt that this would anyway come through because it is fated. So you did have some real connection here. So you felt that this could come through. Yeah, so but that is why you probably primarily focused, because that was something you had to focus at that time to gain more stability. Maybe you also thought that the more stable you felt, the better it could be for this. So you definitely had this relationship in your mind. It's just that you did not prioritize it at that time. Okay, Hangman in the reverse, Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups. Why would you do that? You wanted to keep the situation going so that the cycle wouldn't close. And maybe you were in a bit of a rift. You kind of drifted a little too fast. Is that what you feel? Because I feel that there might have been some words exchanged in the process that possibly pushed you into a bit of a stalemate. The Hangman sometimes is a stalemate, but the Hangman in the reverse with this tells me that you wanted an old cycle to end and a new way to begin with your Ace of Cups. But how you wanted to end the previous one and start the next one, maybe you were in a bit of a rush, were you? I think there might have been some words exchanged there, which possibly, I believe they were too passionate. The Queen of Wands in the reverse and the Nine of Cups in the reverse, I feel, is maybe you came on a little too strong, is what I feel here. Because that probably could have triggered this person's way of seeing what a good stable relationship could mean, and which is why maybe they've made some decisions on, I don't know, it could have possibly hurt them, I feel. That's why the Ten of Wands there. All right, okay, but okay, interesting. But I do get that Aries is usually passionate. You're Martians after all. So I understand where it comes from. But maybe the other person was a water sign, and sometimes they need their time to process stuff. Six of Cups underneath, Six of Lovers. Wow. The Wheel. Okay. So see, that's the whole thing. You thought that there will be a right time when you both will come together because this was destined. Maybe you knew that there was something real here, and so you were kind of like, okay, fine, I'm anyway gonna get this, and then you were like, let me get on the job. And so a bit of a rush there while you were preoccupied possibly was that was the wheel. Because the wheel is right now on their side, right? So maybe the universe is urging them to look into their patterns of, whatever they have to sort, and then start working through their priorities, start working through life in a way that they have learned from. Because I see that there might have been the Knight of Swords, the Emperor in the reverse. They are not like, they don't come across as the most patient or consistent or compassionate energies. So maybe there was a bit of an exchange that lacked a bit of empathy on both sides, not only on yours, on theirs too, which is what they are working through, and maybe you are working through that as well in your hermit. Okay, not an easy story. Aries, Six of Cups underneath. You both had some inner child wounds to work on. Okay. All right. I'm going to kind of leave the energies there and not delve deeper. But let's just get one guidance card for the future. What's the future telling you all from the Raven's Prophecy Tarot? What's the guidance for you, Aries? My Aries friends, what's the universe's guidance for you? Knight of Coins, continue working. High Priestess in the reverse, really? Ground yourself. Queen of Wands, King of Swords, ooh. Two of Wands, Two of Swords, Nine of Coins. See, that's about it. Okay. Queen of Wands and the King of Swords is actually a good combination, because he is very true, but he can come across as really cold. But the Queen of Wands is like, he keeps taking action. The Two of Wands is, for me, it's a manifestation card. It's like co-creating with the universe. And then Two of Swords is not making a decision. Nine of Coins is your independence. Seeing a situation for what it is. Maybe you're asked to be objective. What went wrong here, Aries, is something that you probably have to analyze from both sides, what you feel and what you think. Now, a good question for you would be to start asking yourself, is what I feel in line with what I think? And if I feel that there is something wrong with the other person, maybe try asking yourself, why do I feel so? Or what do I think about how they feel? Some questions about how aligned your emotions and thoughts are. This is a little bit of a mind, body, soul thing that's coming across here. Although the Knight of Coins underneath tells me that you are very busy in your long term stability. You're focused on your long term stability, and your practical side of life is quite on track. You are feeling quite independent, which is good. So, about this situation, though, probably for the next 2 weeks, maybe it would be good for you to give this a thought for, am I in touch with my intuition? What do I feel? Be it about this, be it about some other situation, or how you generally operate. Maybe try to get more in touch with your High Priestess, because all other cards here that came out are actually upright. It's only the High Priestess that is in reverse, which tells me that Are you pushing something under the rug? Is your intuition telling you to do something, but your mind tells you don't do it? So, is it your fear or is it your intuition? That could probably be a good way for you to, you know, if you're already hermiting, give it a thought. Okay, what does the universe want to tell you? One cards for my Aries darlings from the universe oracle. Oh wow. The presence of love will always cast out fear. Interesting. So if your mind is telling you something bad about a situation, sit in the energy of love and ask yourself the same question. If you still feel so, then it's your intuition. If not, maybe it's your fear. Right? Okay. It's the energy from what's the universe's guidance from my Aries friends. Hope is the conduit for miracles underneath. Okay. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Isn't that very beautiful? Very much in line with whatever your guidance is. Keep your past. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Maybe it's time you let go of your past hurts. If you're already in the hermit, then good for you. You're going to work through all of those past hurt. Give yourself more love, give yourself more compassion. Tell yourself that you deserve the best, right? Of course, you do. Everyone does. So do you. You also do. By seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love, trust yourself enough that you can fall in love, to fall in love. And it's everywhere, right? So believe in the energies of love. Listen to your intuition. Take good care of yourself. I know you're hermiting possibly for the next 2 weeks. You're still going to be in your cocoon. So give yourself all the love you need. Much love from me too. Ciao.